tune in. Tuesday, 9 a.m. This is a whole hour of Santa Barbara teen athletes. And all those people and businesses that support those athletes. This is when the goosebumps start. Here we had Kristen Sneddon, College Keystone. She won the prize for Best Clapper. Clapper! And the goosebumps are raging in like they do every year in season. And I don't know what to say. I just love this whole show. 5 years now. Why did I say 4? 5. Yeah. Past 5.
2011. I was actually looking at the files. Somebody was asking me. Matter of fact, it was Victoria Juarez of Girls Inc.
Nice.
Her commercial is now running. And she says, so how long have you known Erica? Well, I've known you since before the show started.
A decade.
At least. Yeah. Well, not quite a decade because I've only been here 10 years.
Well, yeah. Well, because I have my own commercial package with ePro.
Exactly.
So you did that. So, yeah.
Right.
So it's been a while.
So,
I know. You forget me, but that's all right. I tell everybody I know Dr.
Not
a
impossible.
decade.
Not possible. It is not possible.
That's awesome.
And that's a good thing.
Yeah. Thank you.
Absolutely.
We've had a good time.
Oh, yeah.
We've passed the $550,000 mark.
That's something else I was also sharing, too. $500,000
over that.
Straight to the charity, straight to the nonprofits for the kids.
That's right. Well, you know, just because of relationships and the affiliations that we have met, and the one woman right here, and we're very blessed to have her as a guest today, Dr. Patricia Braggs. Braggs Natural Foods. We love you, Patricia. Anytime she comes in and visits, she never comes in with she just is. It's an abundant. Our quiet room right now. It's Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay. She brings in everything, and I'm staring at this drink right now, the apple cider vinegar drink. You know, I'm gonna be straight up. When I first tried it, it was an acquired taste. Now my body craves it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I have to have this.
Yeah, it killed my cold within a week.
When I run out, I have the apple cider, and then I make my own. And you know something? It doesn't come out, Patricia. I don't know how. It's some concoction you've made, but I've tried to put the little honey in the water and everything. You killed it. You knocked it out of the park with that drink.
It's wonderful.
It's
Thank
wonderful.
You.
I love it.
And
put your hand. We love you.
And guess what? George Clooney, Alex Baldwin, and Katy Perry. Ooh, they love it, and they even take it to the gym.
Yeah, nice, unbelievable. So how's your summer coming? Today's I don't even know what are we at today, D?
I cannot believe it is already the 19th of July.
19th of July.
Halfway through. We're already halfway through 2016.
Right.
Halfway through the month of July. And I used to be able to joke and say, well, you know, people would say, well, where did the time go? And I used to say Cleveland, but since they won the NBA championship, I don't want to. So I don't know where it goes.
There you go.
It's unbelievable.
I know you've done a lot. Last time you were here was the big march about the bees and everything that you did in Hawaii. How'd that turn out?
Oh, it's fabulous. We are saving the bees. Right. We have people... planting the plants that the bees love. Just like out here in Santa Barbara at the Winchester farm that Bragg owns. And thank you, bees. We have millions of them. Millions
absolutely.
Of them. They have water at the river.
Nice.
And we have all these beautiful plants the bees love. Just go to the nursery and say, what do you have the bees love? We are going to save the bees around the world. We, the individuals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nice.
Because they're killing them with the pesticides and everything.
Right.
When I was a kid growing up, I was afraid of the bees because they were hard to see because I had low vision. And I always stay away. Now, when they buzz around, I'm going, well,
you love them.
Thank you for being here.
That's right.
You know.
They're man's best friend.
Absolutely.
That's right.
With the exception of putting a leash on
them
and taking them for a
gardens,
walk.
No fruits, no vegetables.
Exactly.
No, all of you start planting. Plants and flowers that the bees love.
By the way, I also learned something, too, as far as growth is concerned, and that is that there are certain plants, I was told that corn, even though it does need the bees, you have to plant them in rows, because if you don't, they won't pollinate, because they pollinate each other with the wind blowing.
That's exactly right.
I didn't know that.
That's
I thought it was just the bees.
No. I thought you were a bee whisperer. No.
Well, anyway. Well, it's beautiful. I love Santa Barbara, and I've been traveling the world, but I'm back here in Santa Barbara.
Hey, this is Dr. Scott. I'm just stopping in.
Dr. Scott!
Thank you. I wanted to know, what are the top, say 3 off the top of your head plants that bees love?
Oh, my gosh, there's a whole list of them. Go to, now, we have a website, bragbees.com. braggbees.com. And we have a whole thing about the bees, Dr. Scott, and they're wonderful.
Nice.
Oh, hi, Patricia. This is Kristen.
Hello. Owner of College Keystone. Yeah.
Can you tell us just maybe one thing for the bees that we can do right now?
Well, let me tell you what I have. I have roses, honeysuckle. Oh my golly! And I have bottle brush. Mm-hmm. I have about 30 feet of bottle brush, and literally, when the blooms are red and gorgeous, and the bees just love it. And every nursery has it.
Thank you.
Hey, Dr. Bragg, how are you? Good. This is Andie. Andie Gill. Yeah. I'm looking through your brochure right here and extending my life and looking at you. You look amazing, by the way. I want you to know that apple cider vinegar. Last time I was here, I couldn't put two and two together, but I was given the little flakes, the little powder,
right.
And I had one of those drinks, and I was actually pretty sick last time I was here. Within a week, boom, gone. Never felt better. Now I actually see that at the store, and it catches my eye. And I'm like, all right, definitely grab one.
Now, Phil Jackson of the Lakers, for years, champion coach, he said, my golly, I love that Bragg vinegar and those drinks and the Bragg aminos and the 16 building blocks of the body. Phil Jackson, and I have coaches all around the world. Right now at Wimbledon, guess what they're even having? Apple cider vinegar ice cream.
Ooh, that sounds tasty. Well, I'm pretty pumped. I worked with a lot of coaches in here today. But
and Dr. Oz calls it the apple cider vinegar craze because Hippocrates in 400 BC used apple cider vinegar detox, cleanse, and heal his patients. What do you think of that?
Fantastic.
Father of medicine.
Fantastic.
Well, thank you.
And I was using, I got the book maybe a couple times ago when you were on the show, and it's so amazing all of the things that the apple cider vinegar can do. And I was using it actually in my hair. It said something for
my dear, if you
Santa
have
Barbara,
dandruff,
the hard water,
that's
it's
right.
so bad.
That takes oh my golly. If you have dandruff, guess what it does? You put it on your hair for about an hour before you shampoo your hair. What it does, it balances the acid-alkaline balance of the scalp. And in time, you get rid of your dandruff. We have testimonies from people that for years have had dandruff. So embarrassing, especially attorneys go to court, have it all over the top of their suits, flaking all the time. They said they've done everything. Salves, shampoos, everything. Apple cider vinegar got rid of it in a week.
It's really amazing.
And by the way, athlete's foot. Soak your feet in honestly, if you have athlete's feet or if you have nail fungus, you soak it with apple cider vinegar.
Yes, I'm giving it to all my athletes, right?
That's
after practice.
No, but you know what that is. When you're in a locker, athlete's foot spreads. If you go to the gym, be careful. Be careful. Okay.
Hi, Patricia. This is Josh John. I'm an international student from China.
Woo! Josh John!
Wow. Congratulations. You're here in America. We love China, and they love America.
Well, we went an all-out global search, and we picked him up. We told him to come out here, and he's going to be a co-host on Teen Sports Radio, and he jumped on it.
How wonderful. Wonderful, honey. Well, guess what? I want you to know that our book on apple cider vinegar was just published in China in Chinese.
Yes, you just showed me that.
Isn't that amazing? And guess what? The head of public health of all China invited me to lecture throughout China, and I told him that if I did, they would take me to all the different areas, and I said that I would tell them, no white rice. And he said, that's all right, Patricia, we'll let you say that, because white rice is void of the minerals, the vitamins, and all. Oh, you want them to have brown rice. He said, all right, Patricia. That's what they said.
All right, I got a question for you.
In Chinese or English?
No.
Okay.
English. In English,
okay.
Actually. Because it's an English radio station.
Yes.
All right. I'm living by myself, and I always wanted to cook something. What recipes?
Well, I tell you what, there's
Recipes.
nothing like having brown rice, brown rice. Listen to this. Doesn't take long at all. You can make brown rice casserole, stir fry with some sliced squash, carrots, onions, potatoes. And then, guess what? A little Bragg liquid aminos, which is the building blocks of the body, sold throughout Asia. It's a health soy sauce.
That's interesting.
Bragg liquid aminos. Okay, you can have a stir fry, vegetable stir fry, and you can also make a smoothie after
Yes.
vegetables in a blender and put a little Bragg vinegar in it. You can put their oranges, apples, peaches. It'd be delicious.
That's nice.
Well, Patricia, we love you. We love when you stop by here. We love all your gifts. Tell us what you're going to be doing. It's the 19th of July. What are you going to be in town for a little bit?
I keep flying around the world. I live part-time in Australia and part-time in Hawaii. And I'll be in Hawaii, but then I will also be speaking at some universities.
Nice.
And Allison will be going with me to Phoenix, Arizona, and we'll be going down there when it gets up to 115. I said, wow.
I'm sorry you're going to Phoenix.
Yeah, I know.
How hot it gets there.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, I want you to know that you can go to my website, bragg.com, and then go and see all the things on my homepage, what I'm doing. Or go to youtube.com, Patricia Bragg, and then you can see all the things that I'm doing all the time.
And that's Bragg with 2 G's.
Yes, 2 G's, B-R-A-G-G. And I'm very proud of my father. Guess what he did in 1912? He started health food stores. And this is the Bragg motto. You are what you eat, what you drink, what you breathe, what you think with your computer, what you say. Words are living. Before you speak, put them to the test. Are they good? Are they kind? Are they necessary? And next is what you do. Physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. And God bless all of you. I want the world to be healthy. I mean, seriously, we need it. We need to stop the wars, the killing, the greed, and clean up the world. And that's my mission in life, to have this a healthy world for us all.
Fantastic.
Can I just say that I was at the summer solstice parade, and we always set up at the very end, the very last turn before the end, before Mitchell Terena, before the very last turn. People are tired by the end. And I see Patricia dancing her way up the entire parade. And there are far younger people looking really bedraggled. And she's just dancing. Well, you know her dance, her way.
I love it.
Up the street the whole way.
I love it. By the way, I've even danced with guess what, the polka on the Lawrence Welk show.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I have.
That tops it.
Let's put our hands together. Patricia, you're a mentor. Okay, and Santa Barbara is very blessed to have you as a citizen. This is the greatest place on the planet to live, in my humble opinion, and it's because of people like you that live here.
I
so
love
thank
Santa Barbara, and thank you all you do, bringing sports in the picture. You have 640 Muslims. If you don't use them, you lose them. I work with athletes worldwide.
All right, Patricia Braggs, God bless you. Let's take a little break. D, it's Erica Salda. We'll be back with a lot more. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday.
All right. Hi, Dominique.
Good morning, Erica.
You snuck in.
I did.
No food. We have a late policy. Okay,
no food,
you didn't stop off at nothing but cakes or anything like that, or
I
sourdough bread. Or, you don't know don't I look hungry?
I have food for thought.
Food for all right. You have a food for thought. Give me some food for thought.
Every day in every way, I'm getting better and better.
Oh, nice. I like that.
Yes.
All right, Dr. Scott wants to add to that. He gave me sticker. Is this for my car?
It's for whatever your water bottle. Or,
nice. This is a neat, nifty. Can I pass them around?
Yeah, please.
Because you and I share everything. Everybody gets a sticker. This is kind of cool. Guess what? We're going to run out by the time it gets to you, Dee. You have to share my sticker. Is that okay?
It's the Nobel Wellness Center emblem, if I'm not mistaken.
That is correct.
How did you come up with that symbol?
Well, I did I did a Medicine Buddha empowerment and trainment many years ago, and there was a pamphlet, and then I was inspired by one of the logos that they used, and had a logo designer kind of adapt it to my own colors and design, and there it emerged.
I really like it. It's nice.
It's I also think it's just kind of like says something. So I mean, putting it on a sticker is just kind of fun.
Okay, July 19th. What are you up to since you're back now?
I know I've been gone for a while. It's great to be back. Mostly family and business. Just keeping it real, keeping it local, and building things up. We just went to the solstice recently. It was great to hear the reference to that. I did see Patricia there, and I was on that final turn, and I will concur. She was rocking it.
She kills it. I mean, oh my God, she's amazing.
And you
Very
often
inspirational.
She is. I mean, she's lively and perky and has a lot of great things to say. I actually want to expound on one of the things she did say about that. I think she referenced the way our computers work and keeping that clean, as well as our water and diet intake and all the things that we do. The quality of our thoughts and the way in which we think has such an impact on our entire lives. And the way that I think about that as a doctor of the nervous system is, how is our parasympathetics working? Is our brain functioning so that we get blood supply to the neocortex? What's the neocortex do? That's what discerns us, differentiates us from animals. That's what gives us our personality, our creativity. It's the part that makes us us. And it doesn't get blood supply when we're in stress response mode. It doesn't get blood supply when we're, in a constant state of reaction. So all the things that, you hear these days about calming down and getting a sense of mindfulness in your life, I don't care what the application is at work or at school or certainly in athletics. I mean, you got to be able to think clearly while you're performing. And that makes the difference between a good player and a great player. So that's my piece for today is, get your brain working good by staying relaxed and not letting life's burdens and challenges get the better of you that way.
What's so interesting is the brain receptors. People don't realize it, but we're training our brain receptors all the time. And if we're constantly in a fear state and in a stress state, our brain is giving us more and more information about fear and stress. But when we relax and do meditation and other techniques, we retrain our brain receptors for the positive.
Yeah, we are a culmination of our habits. And so going back to meditate or bringing ourselves back to the breath regularly is such a key component because we have to be able to carry that into when there's real stress. One of the things I love to think about is kung fu and race car drivers because these people are actually dilating time. They're moving so quickly at a life and death kind of rate where it's really on. It's so easy to go into a sympathetic reaction. If most of us who have a fear response, we don't think very clearly. These people train their brains to think really clearly while they're moving very quickly.
I think since we have so many teen listeners and this is a teen sports radio show, what advice would you give to a high school student who say may not be aware that they're so stressed out and when they tell themselves that they're relaxed, really in fact they're not? How would you help them identify that?
Well, I think learning to watch your own mind a bit so that there's the part of us that's thinking and then there's this other part of us that we can develop that watches our own thought patterns. So if I'm seeing my thoughts jumping around a lot, if I see myself getting distracted easily, if I see myself jumping to an emotional response, then these are all indicators that I'm a little more stressed out than I might be thinking.
Perfect.
And as a quick something that somebody could do is coordinate your breath with walking and just try to find that rhythm where breathing in and breathing out falls into the rhythm of the pace that you're walking. And this is something that we can all do all the time, and it's great for people that live an active life like teens and all the responsibilities of school and athletics.
So I have a question for you. So many teens turn to their devices, their iPhones, whatever devices to relax.
Mm-hmm.
Like I get this from my own kids. I've had a hard day. I just want to chill out for a little while on my whatever.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on that? I mean, I have my intuitive thoughts, but I'm curious your input there.
Well, I like my device as much as the next person, and I do know that state of relaxation of unplugging on it a little bit, so to speak, while plugged in, ironically, and yet I'm suspicious. The electromagnetic energy that they give off,
Mm-hmm.
there's been some great studies. If you put that to your head, you literally can't think as clearly as if it's not put to your head. Great reason to use wireless devices and all that. But I think that something's really been lost in the power of time alone, and also the power of just a human conversation. And this is something that's been connected a lot to all the social media that we do on our devices. We're not actually taking the time to spend much face-to-face time with our peers. And I think we could actually get more of that deep sense of satisfaction that would be better than temporary relaxation from, say, playing a game or whatnot.
Yeah, I think what people are missing, at least I know for myself, is when have I been chased out of my body? In other words, the stress is so much, I'm in my head trying to think my way out of it, instead of being in my body, slowing down and feeling the moment and expressing my authenticity through feeling. Because relationships are relating what we feel.
Yeah, and that is one of the tricky things in our modern world. We're so go, go, go. But being real with the way we feel. One of the teachers I worked with recently was saying, you can think whatever you want, but you're probably telling yourself a story. The only thing that we really know is how we feel. That's like, if you're upset with something or if you're happy about something, like you're right, 100%. So there's not too many things. Our thoughts can be misinterpreted, or memories can go askew, or somebody else has a different perspective. But the way you feel is you're 100% right about that. And so that's, it's keeping current with that experience, I think, is part of the key. And then not letting this whole thinking thing get the better of us, because, we're actually feeling beings a lot more than thinking beings, like buying decisions. There's a good one. People think that they've made the best intellectual purchase, decision, but really, the red Ferrari was some, maybe more of an emotional response. So, and so many other things that we do. So, let's not take our stories too seriously.
Well, definitely with athletics, it's about feeling.
Yeah.
It's such a fast, beautiful response and expression of who you are. So sports is really about being in your body.
Yeah.
Let's get some contact information, because somebody's out there jaw dropped and say, I want to get to know this guy. So how can we get to know you?
Well, local phone number is 805-705-7759, or you can find us at the NobelWellnessCenter.com. That's just NobelWellnessCenter.com.
Woo! Right across the street from Trader Joe's off of Milpas, Carpinteria Avenue.
That is correct.
Dr. Scott Noble, Noble Wellness Center. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Let's take a quick little break. We've got some teens. And we've got a Carpinteria basketball coach being very patient here. This is Erica Salda. We'll be right back with Martha. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teens. Please tune in
every single Tuesday.
All right, Dominique, where else can you find us?
YouTube is kind of fun. Facebook, Instagram, the internet, teensportsradio.com.
Nice. I got one quick little announcement here. Michael Baker, he'll be in next week, but he sent me a really great heads up. What we did, we went to go visit Saul Alcaraz, owner of Santa Barbara Art Glass. Amazing human being. I've been blessed enough to know him he's in that decade thing, right, Dr. D? He's in the decade. That's right. Anyway, so what we did is, prayer hands work with him. So all you got to do is show him prayer hands, right? Mm-hmm. So I went up to him, showed him prayer hands, and I didn't call him in advance or whatever, and they're my clients as well. So, when you show somebody prayer hands and you manage their money, they get kind of scared. I'm like, no concern. Everything is fine, okay? But I reached out to him, and what he did was we have arranged for all the clubs, the United Boys and Girls Clubs, to have the kids be transported to Santa Barbara Art Glass for their free glass blowing lessons. Yeah, so that's a pretty nice. So I don't know what to say. Gina, you guys are amazing. So yeah, so they're all going to get to experience that this summer, and that was really cool. And they've already have the date set up, and I'll make sure I'll take that and I'll post it up on our site. So that's just one of the things that we do. I mean, the whole facilitating, is amazing, and to be a part with us, a generous and loving group of co-hosts, and Dr. D, it comes from the top, you and Les Carroll. Thank you so much, because everything that you do, all the commercials, it's really easy for me to say, I'll give you a free commercial, but we're using your time, so we love you for that. So thank you very, very much. So we're all in here, as one, giving stuff away, to make it a better place. But this is the best place on the planet to live. So why, right? How can you not do that? we've got a guest in the house. Andie Gill's brought him, but what I'm going to do is at the end, don't remind me, okay? So I'm going to talk about the Promise Program and that whole thing with you, okay, Kristen, if that's okay. And College Out, we got a lot to talk about. We got to do all that, but we're going to get to because looking at me, he's it's been so. I got a T-shirt for you too, any color. You can pick a color. I got all the T-shirts, okay, and they just came in, and I got your size because you're a big dog, so. That's it. So, Andie Gill, who'd you bring?
I am very, very happy to introduce and announce the new head varsity basketball coach at Carpinteria High School, Mr. Jon Wyers.
Woo! Jon Wyers. Nice.
So, in a small community like Santa Barbara, I mean, first opportunity when a new coach is in town, everybody knows.
You haze him.
Yeah, everybody knows. And this is a gentleman who, throughout the years, I've seen coach at Villanova. I've seen him coach at other high schools. I've seen him work his magic and out-coach the Bonnie coach numerous times. But it's one of those guys who I'm actually really excited to kind of pick his brain a little bit because new coach in town, I can learn a lot. He can teach me a lot. But more importantly, I mean, Carp's got a new top dog in town, and Bishop better watch out. I'm just saying that just because we got a Bishop guy in the house.
Actually, we got new basketball coach too.
That's true. Yeah, you're right. A lot of changes in town. But Mr. Jon Wyers, just to start off, if you don't mind, give me a quick rundown of your basketball coaching history. That would be awesome. And where'd you start, and how long have you been coaching for?
Okay, I started in 2004 at San Diego Mesa Junior College, and I was at the junior college level for 6 years. I went back to Hancock College, which I'm originally from Santa Maria.
Okay.
So I got to coach there for 3 years. Moved to Ventura County to coach at Ventura College for 2 years, one of which I was co-head coach.
Sweet.
And then got into high school in 2009 at Villanova Prep, where I was also the athletic director for 4 years. And last year was an assistant coach at Nordhoff and hired at the end of May to take over at Carpinteria.
So how did you hear about the Carp job, and what are you most excited about with such a small community, very rich in tradition and culture, who loves carp pie? Carp loves carp.
Yeah.
So
I actually heard about the job from Johnny Ward, the old coach. He let us know at the end of the season that he was stepping down from coaching because he's getting married this summer. So congratulations to Johnny on that.
Fantastic.
And so then I reached out to Pat Cooney, who I already had a relationship with from being the AD at Villanova, and let him know I was interested in the job. And then a couple months later, got hired.
Yeah. That's quite the resume right there. Junior college, high school, AD. That means you have some basketball ability. Did you play?
I did play in high school, Rigetti High School.
Okay.
And then at Hancock College, I was at the end of the bench, didn't really play a lot. And I kind of started my coaching there after 1 year of not playing a lot. I went on to be the team manager with Coach White, who's one of my coaching mentors, and kind of started learning the recruiting aspect of junior college and more of the coaching aspect and helping out with that because I knew coaching was what I wanted to get into.
So it's July 19th. So you just finished up your summer basketball tournament that Carp hosts. Kind of moving forward a little bit. What are you hosting any tournaments? What's your schedule like? I'm the head basketball coach at Kate, and I know we're actually matched up against each other this December.
Yeah.
So is there anything you want to share with me so I'm a little bit better prepared for that game?
With our league expanding this year, you guys and Providence of Santa Barbara are only two non-league games.
Gotcha.
And then we are still hosting the Jim Bayshore Classic in early December, which is the varsity tournament. And we have our JV basketball tournament as well in December.
Awesome. So we have one question from you from.
All right. This is Josh John.
How's it going?
Josh John. Yeah. This name's a little special, but we'll talk about it later. So, what do you think what's the biggest difference between a junior high school player and a high school player?
So a junior college player and the high school player. Junior college players are obviously adults. They've graduated from high school. A lot of times the junior college players are there for a reason. Either their grades weren't great in high school or they want to try to reach that dream of still playing 4-year college basketball at the Division I level, but they're not quite there out of high school. So it's different in that they're a little more experienced at the junior college level.
Man, that is so real. They call it grown man strength in basketball, and you know that term, but just 1 year, 2 years, 3 years difference, your body's different. You have this strength that you didn't even know you had in high school.
That maturity makes a real big difference.
Absolutely. I know it's your first year, and you're still meeting a lot of the guys, but what's a true expectation or goal that you have for this season, and how are you looking to accomplish that?
Well, my goal every year, even when I was at Villanova Prep, is to make the playoffs every year, and then that means finishing the top 3 of your league.
Fantastic.
So that would be our goal this year, and just reaching it. Kind of got lucky that the Carpinteria is the Warriors, so I can go. Villanova I had the Wildcats work hard. Can translate that over to Carpinteria. Warriors work hard.
Yeah.
I think if you put in the hard work through practice on the court, then that translates over to the games and will translate into wins.
Super. Hey, thank you so much for doing what you do.
Yeah,
stick around. We have a lot of show left, but I got to take a break because we have sponsors. So let's see what they have to say. This is Erica Salda. We'll be back with a lot more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday.
And I know Dr. Scott left, and I don't think he'd mind, but if anybody is interested in a free spinal exam and a couple of adjustments, all you've got to do is send me an email, put acupuncture on it, and send it to...
Chiropractor. Put chiropractor on it.
I'll put chiropractor on it. And you know my email address? Or you
Yes.
know? Okay.
Queen of Teen SB at gmail.com.
Okay. But one more time. Go ahead. Say it again.
Queen of Teen SB at gmail.com.
See, that's what happens, Dr. Scott, when you're late.
And
okay?
chiropractor is not spelled with a K, people. Google it if you don't know how to spell it.
That's okay. If you can't spell it, that's fine. I know what you mean because I'm the nice queen. Okay, the queen is always nice here. But no, check it out because he's great. I personally, Dominique, I think everybody in this room has been taken care of by Dr. Scott, Nobel Wellness Center, right across the street on Carpinteria. It's right across the street from Trader Joe's on Carpinteria Avenue. It's a great center to go check out. All right, yeah, we have got to close out with Coach Wiles, but
Wyers.
Well, he's wild though. He's a wild.
Yeah, wild Wyers.
He's a wild because that's good. Go wild.
Yeah.
With Wyers. See, you need that. You need that thing. What are you going to do for carp, right?
Yep.
Instead of like work hard, just go wild.
The Wild Warriors.
Yeah.
The Wild Warriors. I like it.
There it is.
That's how things happen when you mess up so horribly bad and you try to scrape yourself off the street. Then you have to turn it around. That's what I do.
Hey, my favorite thing to ask, and I hear it all the time. I've been to a lot of coaches' camps, but what is your own? I mean, in your own words, without any students or parents or anybody kind of just in your ear, what is your own coaching philosophy? Like, what's your style like? How would you describe yourself?
Yeah, so I think not relating to X's and O's in basketball, I think what coaching's about is just being a mentor to the student athletes, and you're not only preparing them for sports, but the majority of the players that you coach aren't going to go on to the college level. So you're teaching them life lessons. You can teach them time management, how to work on a common goal with other people. You teach them how to go through adversity and to not give in to adversity, to power through the adversity and strive and reach goals long-term and short-term. So I think coaching is just about being a mentor and teaching guys life lessons.
Absolutely. It's all about relationships. That's absolutely true. I know it's really early, but I would love to have you back on the show mid-season, end of season to kind of see how it all went. I know you just learned them players' names, but is there any players in particular particularly excited about or excited to see what they're going to do come league? What are some names that we should be looking out for?
Yeah, so far this summer our top players have been Michael Garraby, who's a senior.
Michael Garraby.
Yeah.
Woo, yeah.
I think he plays football too.
Yeah.
I know who he is.
He plays football as well. Dom Sturvedin, who was on the JV team last year, has been looking pretty good and has been one of our leading scorers this summer.
Sweet.
And then our third guy that's been putting up points is Terrell Richardson, who's a junior.
Yeah.
And then Eli Carrera, who
Some names
is
to look out for.
A senior as well.
Woo! Yeah, nice.
You know what I've got for you? I don't know if you're into this, but Coach Ruiz does this at Westmont. So if anybody hams haws, and he did this his first year and it stuck, I thought it was brilliant. So he's got this pink shirt. So if anybody, you hear any crying or, not manning up to anything, so he makes these baseball players put on this pink shirt. And nobody wants to wear this pink shirt. But he started it his first thing, and it's so funny because he showed me the closet it's in. It's all hung up really nice and everything like this. And it's so funny because every time a Westmont player comes, I said, did you ever have to put on that pink shirt? And everyone's like, in front, no! So what I did is I just ordered a bunch of pink shirts because for any coaches that come, you don't have to take it, okay? But any coaches that come, if you want to do, it's got Teen Sports Radio on, it's got our logo and everything like that. So you might want to consider it. If you don't have to, you could threaten it. You know what I mean? But then again, some guys might like pink, and that's okay too because we don't care. Right? We don't care. That's fine. We don't care. But get your hands together. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
All right, I got those shirts for you. Just don't go away. We got another guest, and I'm going to give you those shirts, all right?
Okay.
All right, let's take a break. This is Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. We'll be back with a lot more after these minutes. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday.
All right, Josh John, Big Dog.
Yes.
I know you can't say that because I just insulted you, but we're in America right now. We're in
I
Teen
get
Sports
it.
Radio. So if I say jump that dog or you're a big dog, I'm not referring to anything because I love you. This is a thing of endearment.
Yeah, that's fine.
But if I went to your country and I said
dog,
what would you do? Hit me? Shoot me? What?
No, I wouldn't hit you.
Yeah, what would you do? It's a bad thing to say, though, right?
Yeah, I'll just tell you. I'll just tell you that's not a good thing to say.
I can't yell in the middle of whatever.
You can't.
Dog.
Yeah, you can't be like, "What's up, big dog?"
No,
you can't.
Even if I had a little sweatpants, it's big dog sweatpants. No, somebody would like that.
Yeah.
Do you have
like
big
it.
dog there? No, you don't have big dog.
Well,
we could start something.
You can't verbally. You cannot actually. Verbally say dog.
Big dog.
Yeah.
Can't say it.
Yeah.
So what exactly does it mean? I'm a big girl. I can handle it.
It means.
Is it a bad word?
Very. Like a servant of mine or like slave.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's bad. I'm sorry I said that.
Oh, it's okay.
You didn't really say exactly what it meant. That's horrible. That's bad. So who'd you bring? You brought in a guest. Who'd you bring?
I got Kara.
Kara! Murray, right?
Yeah.
Murray?
Kara Murray.
Murray.
Yeah.
Murray. All right. I spelled it wrong. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
What? So all of a sudden Josh John said to you today, would you like to be a guest on the radio show? What'd you say?
I said sure.
That's adorable. Did he kidnap you? Because, he texted me 10 minutes before the show and he says, I don't have a guest. And I said, throw anybody in the car. I just wanted you to know that.
No, I got a call from my cheer coach at 10:30 and she goes, do you want to be on this radio show? And I'm like, okay.
That's awesome. And you've never heard of this radio show?
No, but I'm glad I have now.
Oh, that's adorable. I'll wait till you get a whole bunch of stuff when you leave and you're going to say, boy, now everybody's going to be on this show.
Remember I told you I'll get a cheerleader for you?
That's right, you did.
I went to the cheerleader coach.
Whoa.
I said, do you have any cheerleader that's available?
I like you already. Go to the top. Surprised you didn't get the principal involved. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Nice. But you not only cheer, what else do you do?
No, I cheer, I play basketball and softball.
Okay, and you're what grade?
I'm going to be a junior.
Junior. Okay, Bishop. Why Bishop?
I like the smaller community, and also I did competitive gymnastics for 10 years, and so I quit right before high school, and so I wanted to be able to play a bunch of sports, but I knew not having experienced any sports before, I wouldn't really be able to make the teams, I didn't think, at the larger high schools. So I saw Bishop, and my dad's actually a Bishop alum. And so I just went, and I've loved it ever since.
Nice.
That is so awesome. So what position do you play for soccer?
Oh, softball.
Softball.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I'm a first baseman. I was this year. Yeah, but I just go anywhere they tell me usually.
That's an important position because
Yeah.
you're involved in almost all the plays.
Yeah.
Assuming you have a good pitcher.
Yeah. She was good. But she just graduated last year, so we're trying to find a new pitcher.
Okay.
So
Hey, you might take a pitching next. Never know.
I don't know. My coach told me if you want to start pitching, get pitching. So we'll see.
Nice.
You can get some pointers from Erica.
Yeah, I did a little pitching in my time back in the day. Okay, so of all the three, if you had to pick one of the three, what would you choose between the cheerleading? Because obviously cheerleading and participating in the actual. What would you like, basketball?
I do like basketball.
Cool.
I'm doing like a summer league right now.
Nice.
We're wrapping up with that. Started like the day after school got out.
Good.
But I think out of the three, I'd have to say softball just because I have a little more experience with it. And
Nice.
I am the best. I got like first team for.
Holy cow!
That's important.
That's
French
fantastic.
Wherever we are at Bishop.
Yeah,
that was-
nice.
That was surprising.
Nice.
But I think I like softball the best.
Good job. So, and plus you got that cheer background, so you're getting the girls all involved in the whole cheer.
I try
because
to. I think
softball's the wildest sports to watch, as far as when having the girls all just. Now the guys are talking about, hiking, you watch Arizona this last year, in baseball and the World Series, and they look at the girls softball team. It's kind of funny because the girls just go crazy. They've got something to say about it. They don't just stay quiet. You know what I mean? And you can see the guys just whatever. It could just be, dark.
What's your best chant towards the other team?
I might ask you to do it. No, I'm
I
just
don't know.
kidding. Can you do it?
I'm trying to think of one.
Okay.
There's-
Could be anything.
Oh man,
Okay.
it's like softball season ended a while ago.
That's okay. We won't hold you out to anything.
I'll think about it later.
Okay, we got it. Because you're going to come back.
Yeah, I'm
you're gonna
coming
bring,
back.
That's right. And you're going to bring players and teammates because you're having such a good time.
Exactly.
Does your cheerleading schedule interfere or conflict with the other sports that you do?
So I only do football cheer at Bishop, and so we just started practices. So we'll practice the whole summer, and then we'll finish it up when football season ends. But Bishop has a really good football team, so we usually stay for a little while, get into playoffs. So then I'll just start
So
basketball.
you're just
a little
going
late.
year round, and
Yeah, there's no
yeah.
breaks.
Yeah.
College, where do you want to go?
I'm not quite sure. I've been looking at a lot of schools. I just visited Notre Dame
Nice.
a few weeks ago, and it was gorgeous. But
So you're a brainiac girl with all these sports.
yeah, scholar athlete.
Wow. What's your GPA?
I think cumulative, I have like a 4.5.
Jeez,
But
Marion.
last
Joseph.
semester I had a 4.71.
Do you have a college coach?
No.
There she is
Oh,
right
well,
there.
Well, it sounds like you're in fantastic shape, and you're heading into your junior year.
Yeah.
So you'll want to be doing all of your
Yeah,
testing and your.
I just got my ACT tutorer.
Excellent.
Starting those.
Start
all-
taking that in the fall. And
Yeah,
see
I'm
how
doing
it
like the
goes.
first one in September.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like you're in
How do you
great
manage all
shape.
your time? 4.5 cumulative year-round sports. You just naturally, is it just so easy for you? Because, you could be on that kind of the scale, too.
I don't think everything's
I
really
can't
easy
relate to
for
that.
me.
Yeah,
I think I did, like I said, I did
Your father
gymnastics.
hits you. You can say it. It's a radio show. No? No threats, nothing? You're just naturally brilliant.
No, I work hard. I think, I learned how to manage my time.
My son
throughout
used to
the
say to
years.
me, my mother's from New York and she hit me. I'm like, okay, thanks. Crazy.
And made him wear the pink shirt.
I know, exactly. Wear the
Just,
pink shirt, duct tape his right arm behind his back so he could dribble lefty. Oh, yeah, I did it all. No, so what's your favorite subject? Are you in the STEM program?
Yeah, I'm in the STEM
Jeez,
program.
You bang.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
I do like science. I'm excited. I'm taking AP Bio next year.
Wow.
Ooh,
So I can't wait for that.
Did you apply, I guess, is it Notre Dame? Well, they all have those summer engineering and STEM kind of things over the summers.
Yeah, I haven't been to any of the college programs over the summer. I'd really like to, maybe next summer. I've just been working on volunteering. I volunteer at the hospital, Goleta Valley College Hospital.
And you volunteer.
Yeah.
You want to be a co-host on a radio show?
This is like a
Sure.
Okay, that's it.
profile
Boom,
here.
put it in.
That is like,
Huh? That's it. Do you mind, Josh? No, he doesn't care.
No, I don't.
Well, I can't not have you as a co-host on a radio show. You're just you're everything. You're like, okay. Do you have a flaw? Okay, tell me. Are you allergic to something? Is there something not perfect about you?
I was born with a birthmark that goes from my stomach to my knee.
That's beauty.
I
What
know,
makes
it's
you
like
an individual.
God gave me tattoos, and I don't even need to get any.
That's it. No, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It is. So what do you want to be when you grow up?
I'm looking along the lines of like being a doctor. They're completely different
Jeez.
fields, but
Right.
either dermatology, because I go to the dermatologist a lot, or orthopedic surgery, because I did have knee surgery when I was 10.
Wow. I think.
Was that due to a gymnastics injury?
Yeah, I tore my ACL and meniscus. I didn't know about my ACL for a year.
Oh man.
Until I tore my meniscus.
Any long-term damage you should be worried about, or
Um,
are you doing good now?
Well, my left knee doesn't bend all the way, because like after physical therapy, I just never got full mobility back. But I guess that's normal. And then I didn't know it hurts sometimes, but it's not that
With
bad.
the Olympics right around the corner, gymnastics is like my favorite subject, or not subject. I'm sorry, sport.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking school now. Any athletes you're really looking forward to seeing? What's the floor dancer's name? Anybody know? She's incredible.
Simone Biles?
Yes.
Oh yeah. So I've been.
Of course, she's gonna know the answer. She wins a Blender's card for that.
No, I've been. I watch all the competitions leading up on like YouTube and stuff. I just watched the PNG Championships this morning, actually. And so I just look out for everyone, and I'm so excited.
Kara, we got to give you a triple, everybody, round of applause. Hey, we went a little over it. I'd love to have you come back, okay? And I want to ask you more questions because you're amazing, and I meant that team sports over the summer. If you can be a co-host, that'd be awesome. Hey, we got to go, okay? I get it. This is Erica Salda. God bless Santa Barbara. Be kind. See you next week.